Imani Robinson. All right, are we proceeding on the motion to revoke?
No, Judge, we need a date for contested. Also, I'd like to address the court on the GPS issue.
Okay. All right, Norma, I need a contested date for an MTR, please. And could I have the paperwork on the motion to revoke, please? Imani Robinson. All right, December 16th will be your contested MTR. Thank you. All right, the contestant will be for December 16th. Norma, if you'll give a reset form for December 16th.
Judge, can I briefly address?
Oh, no, I'm going to have you address that. All right. Now, you wanted to address an issue?
I do, Judge.
Yes.
GPS was ordered by the court.
Mhm.
And I filed a motion to set bond. The court set a bond and also put GPS as a condition.
Mhm.
Ms. Robinson made bond, but she was never released because of the GPS issue. She made bond back on November 21st, 2025. She since has still been in custody. So we're asking for if we can possibly remove the GPS as a condition because it's still keeping her.
So why isn't she able to have GPS?
I'm not certain, Judge.
Judge, if I may, there was an outstanding case in another county that has been taken care of. I received an email yesterday morning. That case has been taken care of. Once we're ready to go with this case, GPS can be installed before she's released.
Okay. All right. So they say now they can have GPS installed. And I guess the reason why they didn't do it is because she had a pending out-of-county case.
Would there be a timeline on when she would get the GPS?
Oh, it should be quickly done. No later than Tuesday.
Yes, before she's released. I mean, the email response that I received from yesterday, it had to do with the bench warrant from the other county. They got everything squared away. So I'll respond to that email right now.
Okay. And then counsel, as you know, when somebody has a pending case out of county, they're not going to put them on GPS because that other county is picking them up, and they're not going to have you with GPS when you're at the jail.
That case has been disposed of now, to my understanding.
Yes, so she'll be able to get the GPS. And counsel, if the GPS is not on by Tuesday, you can just come in and let the court know.
Will do, Judge.
All right, thank you. Isaiah Johnson. Are you ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, sir.
And it's Isaiah Johnson or Isa Johnson? All right. How do you pronounce your first name? Isaiah? Isaiah?
The H is silent.
Oh, Isaiah. Okay, the H is silent. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 9442, State versus Isaiah Johnson. Could I have parties announced for the record? And are you Mr. Johnson? All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Isaiah Johnson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 9442 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on February 8th, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you? All right, state.
In Duval County, Florida, the defendant, Fleischer Johnson, who's in there, failed to report the supervision officer as directed for the months of October, November, and December 2024, January, and February 2025.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to that violation, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting.
No.
Or just offer that.
Mhm. All right, yes.
Judge, I can make argument, but I would like.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. In just one moment. Excuse me, can you print out the steps for this case, please?
I was not able to, judge. I could look in every possible form I could find, and I could not find the judge. There's no paper file in here, and there was nothing that was scanned into obviously on the steps.
So is I'll address that with the district clerk. I don't know what they're doing with regards to scanning.
Yes, ma'am, that was an issue at the beginning when we transferred into Odyssey.
Mhm.
They were telling us that we were not supposed to scan those in. And then things changed on us, judge.
Okay. All right.
Notice the shift in tone here. This isn't casual conversation. This is judicial fact-finding. The judge is drilling into living arrangements, family support, employment, not out of curiosity, but to answer one core question. Did you have the ability to comply and choose not to? Judges hear excuses every day. What they're listening for is accountability. And when answers start rambling, contradicting, or drifting into emotional territory, that's when patience starts to wear thin. This is where probation cases are won or lost, long before the sentence is announced.
Thank you. All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Johnson, you were placed on art education by this court back in February of 2024, and your probation was transferred to Florida. Where did you reside? You need to speak as a sister. Okay. Now, is that your full sister? Half sister. Half sister. You also share the same mother, same father, same mother. Okay. Now,
I'm just sorry. As a side note, since when?
I'm gonna
Well, no. I find it strange. Let me go off the record for.
ask my questions.
Right. You pull me up. Okay, thank you.
Your sister married. She's currently married now. Right. What I'm getting at is this, who were you working for? Sister's husband. And what did you do? Now from February all the way up until your year, you stopped reporting that you committed any crimes. Were you doing everything probation and asking? Okay. What happened in September? That's now. Did you have a relationship? Amazing. And what did you find him in contact with? So, how did that affect you? Your life is pretty good. Now, was it March of 25? So you had spent your life really on a and then you finally made contact. And what was happening with them? You were trying to build a relationship. It was on the verge of meeting up. Playing games like Facebook, Texas. Friend of mine. How did that affect?
Insurance. Finally, I had a relationship. Short, finally. Yeah. Short, wait.
Now, you expressed this because of her. How did that, did she have the same feeling for that, or could she understand it?
Help it. Hurry.
But during that time, did you still live with her, or
Still live with her. Yeah. Happens, right?
Okay, and then what happened then? After you had to write that, did you still live with her? Yeah.
Not out there.
Okay, what did you do?
That's crazy.
When you left the residence, you do
He's maintained same stability, shelter. Maybe help me. There's a then impact.
Let me ask you this, during this time, why didn't you?
This is loud. Thanks. 16, 40. Wait, more.
You guessed you made them, or you didn't? Could you use help with the decisions you make here?
Yes.
That's
Before I have
Yes, please. Any objections?
no, they were already.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
then I just you said you were residing with your sister, and are you aware that she's reported to your probation officer that she asked you to keep her home with this in a way she didn't approve of?
Started holding that paper for the house.
You did move your probation officer notice. That's what that happened. Or a support system, any sort. And chose not to report. Shane, you were going through a tough time, but when you chose not to report, you knew that was a violation of the probation. And you also knew when you made that conscious decision not to report that when you were placed on probation, it was, you were not recommending for
all right. I have a few questions. Any objection? All right, thank you. All right, why didn't you pick up the phone and call your probation officer? Did you call probation at all? Here are counseling. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. Court is going to grant the motion, revoke, find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the court will suggest the therapeutic community.
And there it is, 4 years in prison, affirmative deadly weapon finding, and just like that, deferred adjudication turns into a felony conviction. This is the brutal reality of probation violations. The punishment often isn't about the new mistake, it's about the original charge coming back to life. The judge recommending a therapeutic community is important, but notice the wording, I don't have jurisdiction to force it. In other words, the door is cracked open, but whether it opens depends on the system after sentencing. And now we pivot from prison time to plea regret.
And with regard to your plea bargain agreement, the state was silent on your application. All right, did you review the document? I'm sorry, could I have that back? I need to change it. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were in deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. With regards to the therapeutic community, I don't have a jurisdiction to force them to place you in the program, but they'll see in the judgment that I'm requesting it for you. You'll have to request it as well. Good luck to you. All right, Manisha Moore. Court is calling 2025 CR 009091 State versus Manisha Moore. Could I have parties announced for the record? All right, and are you Miss Moore? Yes, ma'am. All right, you entered into a plea yesterday. The court accepted your plea. The court entered a legal sentence. Are you seeking to withdraw that plea?
Yes.
Yes. State, the court entered a legal sentence. Are you asking or agreeing to the withdrawal of the plea?
Yes.
And I shouldn't say withdrawal of the plea, but you're asking that the sentence be reconsidered,
Yes.
and you all have reached an alternative agreement.
That is correct.
So the previous rights that the court gave you yesterday, those are still in effect. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So according to this new plea bargain agreement, the state is asking that you be sentenced under 1244, that your punishment be assessed at 21 days in the Bexar County Jail, and there be $1,000 fine. Is that correct? Is that correct?
That's right.
Is that the new plea agreement? Do you understand that to be the new plea agreement? And has your attorney explained that to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
This right here is a courtroom reversal, and it's rare. A plea was entered, sentence imposed, and yet both sides come back with a new agreement. That tells you something changed behind the scenes. Maybe evidence, maybe consequences, maybe reality finally set in. 21 days in county jail instead of something far worse may sound like a win, but listen carefully to what comes next, because the judge is about to explain the real cost of a felony conviction.
The court will follow your plea bargain agreement. The court will find you guilty. All right. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 21 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with HEB in San Antonio, Texas. And there's to be no employment as a home health care provider. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Now that you have a felony conviction, you are not going to be allowed to work in any field that requires you to have a license. Your home health care provider, whoever you work for, they're supposed to run a background check. They're going to see that you have a felony conviction, and they're supposed to proceed accordingly. If they do not proceed accordingly, and if you pick up a theft case from one of the residents, what's going to end up happening is they're going to be sued because they're on notice. And whatever happens to you, happens to you. You cannot go through life building your happiness off somebody else's misery. How old are you? You're 36. You know you're not supposed to be taking things that do not belong to you. And for an adult person to go into HEB, taking a Ninja smoothie machine that somebody tells me they're, I don't know, a hot item, that item is in the misdemeanor territory range. Like if there's the only theft you had, you would have been in misdemeanor court. The reason why you're in felony court for that theft is because you've committed theft 2 times before. And obviously your career is stealing, and that's what you want to do. But what I'm telling you, steal again, you're going to have another felony. You understand? And as I said before, that home health care provider thing, you should not be working there. And people always want to know, why are you not letting me work as a home health care provider? And you know what? If you had a relative who was a child, who was in a facility where they're a vulnerable person, you would not want a felon taking care of them either. Home health care providers, for some reason, these companies have just decided to, we're going to hire anybody, we'll pay them $9 or whatever they're paying. And they just let anybody care for anybody's relatives. And then when stuff gets stolen, yeah, they'll fire you. And then you go to the next place and become another home health care provider. And nobody knows that there's a felon working with their relatives. And sometimes relatives don't care. They're just like out of sight, out of mind. Hopefully my relative is being fine. And then when items comes missing from their relative, people are like, well, did they really have it? They're suffering from dementia. Did they really have it? They really don't know what's going on in their life. So you are not allowed to work as a home health care provider. All right, good luck to you.
Are you here to please right now, or you want to wait?
Is he an inmate who has a plea? All right, let me take them up real quick then, so you all don't have to bring them back.
And then
Thank
this
you.
is the last plea that I have available, Judge.
Are they on bond?
Yes, they are. I don't bond.
All right, their attorney can appear by Zoom to do the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's,
They're both mine.
are they both pleas?
No, there's first setting and.
Let's take up the first, let me take her up. She's first setting. What's her name?
Isabel.
Isabel Aria, page 2, forward down.
I think we're here on the discovery side.
All right, and where are we on discovery?
Discovery is complete.
Mhm.
In fact, we tendered an offer.
Okay.
I've conveyed the offer to her. And we're gonna think about it. We're gonna talk more about it, while Attorney Springs.
Do you want to bring it back on the 15th, the same as your other case?
Yes.
All right, Norma, if you'll recall this for December 15th. So we'll bring you back on December 15th, okay? All right, thank you. No, plea deadline date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
And then the next one, Judge, is on page 2, 2 down.
All right, Ruben Martinez.
It was the deadline agreement that first for all. Evidence that's covered in that. So I sent it to the requesting pending whether there's a report or videos associated with the arrest. So I still have a